You know, we hear all the time that education is evolving, but what does that actually look like inside a classroom? Well, today we're going to take a deep dive into a modern English textbook to see just how it's designed to get students excited about learning in a completely new way. Let's jump in. Seriously, what if learning a language wasn't just about memorizing words? What if it was about, unlocking a whole new way to see the world and connect with people? What if that was the goal from page one?
Well, we're going to explore a textbook that tries to do exactly that. It's called Spotlight 2, and it's built from the ground up to turn language learning from a chore into a real adventure. So let's start our tour by looking at how this book even structures its lessons. It's all about creating a journey of discovery for the students. Okay, so this book is for middle schoolers, and its mission is pretty ambitious. The creators literally tell the students they want them to enjoy every page, every picture, every activity, and every challenge. So the focus isn't just on learning facts, but on making the whole experience positive and engaging. So what's their secret? Well, the whole philosophy here is to move way beyond just memorizing lists of vocabulary. Instead, it's all about active learning and connecting with topics that actually matter to students' lives. And this slide right here kind of reveals their whole strategy. You've got games that make you think. That's gamification, right? Using points and fun competition to get kids motivated. Then there's Read and Relax, DER, which stands for Drop Everything and Read, a program to get kids to just enjoy reading for fun. It also tackles real-world issues like climate change and encourages students to track their own progress. It's a whole package designed to build not just language skills, but confident, self-aware people. And this just shows that philosophy perfectly. On the one hand, you see these fun icons for puzzles and games, and right next to it, a direct call to learn about and help stop climate change. It's this mix of playfulness and purpose that really makes it stand out. And here's that gamification in action. This isn't some boring worksheet. It's a challenge with points. The tasks are simple, sure, but the effect is huge. By adding points and a little friendly competition, it just lowers the stress of speaking a new language and turns what could be repetitive practice into something fun and interactive. It's all about building fluency through play. But it's not just about games. The book also taps into the power of a good story. This next part explores the real emotional core of the textbook's approach, and it's all about using narrative to teach. So the book pulls us in with a simple story. We meet this kid, Itri, walking home through snowy mountains. And right away, you're hooked. It sets a scene that just grabs your imagination. And then there's this moment of discovery. Itri finds a small deer in the snow, weak and still. The language is simple, but it creates this immediate sense of empathy and makes you ask, okay, what's going to happen next? And he acts with compassion. He carries the deer home to his family. This part of the story is a great model for empathy, and at the same time, it's sneakily introducing vocabulary about caring for others and animals. And the story wraps up with such a powerful message that one act of kindness as a child inspires his entire future. He grows up to become a veterinarian, dedicating his life to helping animals. And here is the magic trick. Right after that emotional story, the book defines a key word from it. See, this is the crucial part. The student doesn't just learn the definition of veterinarian, they learn what it means because they experienced it through Itri's story. They have an emotional connection to the word. So from storytelling, the book pivots to something incredibly practical. This isn't just about learning English for a test. It's about learning English for your life and your future career. I mean, look at this exercise. It's asking students to think about their own personality and skills, and then it directly connects those traits to real job possibilities. This is basically career counseling baked right into a language lesson. And it gets even more practical. The book takes something totally nerve-wracking, like a job interview, and breaks it down into 4 simple, manageable steps. It just demystifies the whole process and gives students the words and the confidence they need to handle it.
And that's really what it all comes back to. Whether it's through the games, the stories, or the practical exercises, the goal underneath it all is independence. It's about creating learners who can take on new challenges with confidence, both in and out of the classroom. So, after our little tour, what can we take away from all this? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture this textbook paints for the future of learning. In their introduction, the creators don't tell the student, this book will teach you. They say it's your path. The emphasis is totally on the student's own journey. It's such an empowering message, framing the student as the hero of their own learning adventure.
And that leaves us with a final thought. This isn't really just about one English textbook. It's about an entire approach, one that weaves together fun, empathy, and real-world skills. It just makes you wonder, what could we accomplish if every subject was taught with this much thought and care?